We should be going live any second now. I figured out what the problem was, so that's good. But hello, chat. How's it going? Yeah, it crashed twice while I was trying to open OBS. Turns out Adobe Creative Cloud was open in the background. So that was our issue. Found that out pretty quick. Pretty quick. I've got my capture card. We're playing what I want to play today. We're not doing a poll. This is literally the thing I had been the most excited to be able to play during these streams. And I hadn't been able to because I didn't have the capture card going. Now I do. So that's what we're playing today. You'll see it. No signal? Hello? Don't tell me the capture card broke. Oh no, the cable's just loose. Hold on, Casey knocks on the door. Gaming. Jesus Christ. Everything's falling apart, chat. Did I mention my cat is a menace and likes to just destroy the set while I'm not looking? Ugh. Okay, so if everything's working correctly now, which it hopefully should be, when I press a button, we will switch to gaming. Are we gaming? We're not gaming yet, which is a little concerning. Also, chat's not showing up, but I can fix the chat thing right now while I wait for it to load. What if I deactivate and reactivate it? Oh, that worked. We're gaming. I just need to fix chat real quick. It's still pulling chats from yesterday's stream, so I just need to update that. It should now pull chat correctly. Chat, we're playing Crash Team Racing. This has all been a ploy to get you guys to watch me play Crash Team Racing for an hour. I hope you know that. I was about to say chat on the video screen was acting a little funky. It did. Yeah, you get 10 times the amount of coins on weekends for the first hour of playing. So this lines up perfectly. Anyway, we are doing lore stuff. So feel free to pop your theories in the chat and we will discuss them. Today's video is on FNAF AR, specifically the Dark Circus DLC is the main focus. But, so questions about that are recently researched, so I'll have better answers for you. But it doesn't have to be about that. It doesn't even have to be about FNAF. What's Days Sense at? Oh, it's behind my green screen. I don't feel like getting it. It's still going. We have like 2 or 3 days till the bottom one is almost done, though. Remember Pork Patch from FNAF World? Him, but made out of mediocre melodies. I mean, that would be cool, but is that like a theory or just, hey, wouldn't this be cool? I want to say a quick question. It'd be quicker if you just said your question. No, I'm sorry. But yeah, ask away. That's what this stream is for. Vanessa in the FNAF movie plays the role of Michael Afton. It seems like it. I believe the role Vanessa is playing in the FNAF movie is very similar to the role Michael Afton plays in the games, at least up until Sister Location. Help Wanted 2 DLC ideas. Endless modes for like half the mini games, because I would love like an endless food prep or like endless Phaser Blast. Endless FNAF 2 style Phaser Blast would actually be so fun. As far as like other stuff, I don't know. I guess just more games. I did say this yesterday. If the Help Wanted 2 DLC is Fall Fest, I'm like 99% sure it's going to be we're going to be playing as Cassie, experiencing what she's experiencing after her mind has been fully taken over by the Fanny Mask. On the topic of today's video, do you think the Golden Freddy's presence as a skin and the various Ultimate Custom Night references could be supporting evidence for Ultimate Custom Night as an in-universe game as well? Interesting. That's a good point. I hadn't... What specific... Correct... I don't know all the FNAF AR skins. So what specific, like, Ultimate Custom Night skins are you referring to? Because if I think about Ultimate Custom Night, as far as I'm aware, that's made up of stuff from other games. It's not necessarily... Like, there's not a lot of original stuff in Ultimate Custom Night, as far as I'm aware. I could be fully misremembering. But, like, what FNAF AR skin would specifically be referencing Ultimate Custom Night and not just a different game? This game is Peak, by the way. Best kart racer that exists. There's a reason I picked it for the charity tournament. Ow. Motherfucker. And you take my item box. Just rude all around. Oh, does he have the developer wheels? If you beat all of the developer times, you get like you get a set of wheels that only you can get by beating every developer time. If he has those wheels, which it kind of looks like he does, ain't no shot we're beating. It could just be like a different rainbow wheel effect. That's what it looks like to me.
Oh, really?
Oh, of course, now I get shields. I do not think Yendo is Bite Victim. Like, I see where you're coming from. The idea of, like, well, it's part of Freddy in a way, and it would be the part that's not the casing. So, like, I see that, but I don't know. I don't think there's any evidence so far that Yendo is important. I'm going to be real. I think he was a cool throwaway character for Sister Location, and they referenced him in Help Wanted 2 because it made for a good parallel for a hard mode version of Funtime Freddy. That's the only significance I can think of for Yendo. Third. Rip. I generally like to think I'm pretty good at this game, but the fun thing about playing a game that's like 5 years old that doesn't have a lot of online support, the people that are still playing it 5 years later are also very good at it, so it's hard to do well in public lobbies. Planning to do any theories on indie horror shows, or just doing games? For now, just games. I might do one on... Speaking of, thank you for bringing that up, actually. Chat, today, I'm sure you already know this. But if you somehow are living under a rock, Pastra's Analog Horror Series, Volume 1 comes out today. Dreams of an Insomniac. It comes out at 3 p.m. today. That is an hour after we're done here. So we end stream at 1 o'clock. No, sorry. 2 or 3? Is it 2 or 3? Is it 2 or 3? Hold on. I have a notification for it. $2 p.m. Okay. 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, an hour after this stream ends. So this stream ends at 1 o'clock. And then we're going to go over, it redirects to the video that I'm posting at 1 o'clock today. That video goes live at 1 p.m. It's like an 18-minute video. Immediately after that, everyone go over to Dreams of an Insomniac and turn on notifications. I will be watching the premiere. I'm not going to be streaming it. I just want to watch the premiere. But I will be watching that premiere. You can bet your ass I'll be watching that premiere. Dreams of an Insomniac, Volume 1 comes out today at 2 p.m. EST. So go, honestly, while we're hanging out, go over to Pastra's channel right now, turn notifications on for that premiere, and I better see you motherfuckers in that chat. The channel it's Pastra's channel, Pastra Spec. The video series is Dreams of an Insomniac. Actually, I can link it in chat. Let me do that. I'll just link the watch page so you guys can go and turn on notifications for that. Here's the link. That's the watch page. Go there, turn on notifications, watch that. It's the only other. Wait, the John Fuhnaff signing is today? I thought that was tomorrow. Yo, I've got so much content today to watch. Okay, I will show that after this race. I'll look for the link. Why is FNAF 6 Molten Freddy changes his appearance in Security Breach? That's a great question. So, as far as the... I love this course, by the way. It's super, super fun. Very fast if you do it well. Hopefully I do it well. The thing about the FNAF 6 appearances, at this point, it's all but confirmed that FNAF 6 is one of the indie games developed for Help Wanted. Like, it's one of the in-universe fake games. That being said, do I think that FNAF 6 didn't happen? No, I think FNAF 6 happened in a way that's mostly similar to what we see in the games. What I think that's telling us is there are some inaccuracies. And with FNAF 6 in particular, think about what the indie dev had to work with when making these games. There's no way the indie developer would have seen what these animatronics actually looked like. So he probably made dramatizations of them. He made them scarier for the game's sake. I'm almost positive, especially now that we've seen Scrap Baby and Lefty in Help Wanted 2, I am almost positive that the characters we see in FNAF 6 are representations of what they actually look like. And they probably look a lot closer to what we're seeing in Security Breach. So, for example, Molten Freddy. I don't think Molten Freddy looked like he did in FNAF 6 in FNAF 6. I think more likely the face we see on the blob, that like burnt and broken up Funtime Freddy face with a bunch of wires coming out of it, I think that's what Molten Freddy has always looked like. And it's just the indie developer had no way of knowing that's what he looked like. So when he got a job from Fazbear saying, okay, for this game, imagine Funtime Freddy, but all like melted and broken up, he did his best and made Molten Freddy. That's my current thinking. It's kind of a roundabout way to explain why Molten Freddy would look like that. But I think with the information we have, that makes the most sense.
David Barron super chatted $14.61.
David Barron, right, 20 Canadian.
Theory. What if when Foxy Funtime broke FNAF Freddy in Pizzeria of Puppet when Charlie Bot did Bite 87 but Mimic actually did it back when Crying Child FNAF died? I will fix you, but I won't cause Molten MCI.
David Barron, again, you're so close to being right with these things. But you need to read the goddamn FNAF books. And I'm not talking... Look, I'm not talking about the Silver Eyes. I'm not talking about Fazbear Frights. I'm not talking about Tales from the Pizzaplex. I'm talking about the most canon and most lore-important book in the entire series. The FNAF cookbook that came out a couple months ago. Obviously, you're not up to date with your FNAF cookbook lore. If you read that, you would know that the Mimic did it when the Crying Child FNAF died after Charlie Bot did Bite of 87, before they did Bite of 83. You need to fucking read. You read the cookbook? I missed a paragraph. I have read that cookbook front to back, Mr. Barron. I'll have you know. I missed a paragraph. Nice try. Maybe you forgot the whole second half of the book that goes into that. Did you open the cover surgically? There's a secret page? Fuck. I should have known. They had that whole chapter on doing surgery on a grape, and obviously that meant to surgically open the cover. God damn it. Well, I know what I'm doing this afternoon. I mean, after I know what I'm doing this afternoon. After I watch the premiere of Dreams of an Insomniac Volume 1, which will go live at 2 p.m. today. Again, chat, go to the watch page, turn on notifications. Also, you guys said FNAF signing was today? When is that going live? Why do I not get notifications for FNAF? I literally have all my notifications on. Hold on, I'll go on Streamly because he doesn't have a watch page set up for it. Doot, doot, doot. 3 p.m. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so there's no watch page set up for it yet. But Dreams of an Insomniac comes out at 2 p.m. today. Be in that watch page. I will be in the chat as well watching on the premiere. And then at 3 p.m., FNAF is doing his signing. So make sure you're there for that as well. A lot of content today, folks. These are Eastern Standard Time. 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Dreams of an Insomniac. 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the signing. I don't know what y'all's time zones are. Do you think Foxy Go 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 was William's way of distracting the MCI kids so he could lure one and kill them in the safe room, similar to FNAF movie opening with the main band showtime? Maybe. I think Foxy Go 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 is mainly just a way to showcase the missing child incident. I don't know if it actually happened in any way similar to what we saw in there. Also, chat, this course sucks and I'm going to be bad at it. Just giving you a warning now. Mother. Okay. I'm also going to get attacked, apparently. Getting Mario credit for real. Bruh. I swear I'm good at this video game. This is one of those courses that's only good if you're going full speed the whole time. And you know how goddamn hard it is to go full speed the whole time on a multiplayer course?
Coming at you full speed.
But yeah, I generally think a lot of the 8-bit minigames, especially from FNAF 2, are more so representations than, like, literally things that happened. Specifically, like, Foxy Go Go Go. Because, like, it doesn't even line up with how the missing child incident happened. Why would they have all been seated in chairs? They were stuffed into suits one by one. Like, when would this be a thing?
Ooh, this looks fun.
Alright, let's go for a better lap this time, please. Oh, invisible wall, really? There's a shortcut that's right there. I thought as long as I cleared the gate, it would be fine. Turns out, even if you're above the fence, you have to go in between. They have the invisible wall go all the way up. That's crazy. Second is pretty good. Oh, this is a fun shortcut. I always forget about this one. Check this out. Ah, I messed it up. Worth it, though. Hit somebody's shield. Who keeps turning on burger? Pizza makes the shortcut way easier. Someone is just me. Items. What if everything reset after help wanted? I don't think everything reset after help wanted. I think it's just micro adjustments to the lore to make things more comprehensible. The amount of items I'm getting hit by, ridiculous. How dare people use items in a multiplayer racing game? I should be the only one allowed to use items.
Coming through.
Oh, we actually made that. That's crazy. Alright, if they don't go for the shortcut, I have a chance to make up some time. Huge. Oh, the last second place. I'll take it. Also of note is that the newspapers in FNAF 1 outline how the MCI was reported in the following morning, which could imply it happened at night, which would help explain a lot. I think that makes sense. Also keep in mind, the newspapers report 2 missing children and then 3 more missing children, which is interesting that it's in sets and not all at once. Cool shortcut. Shut the fuck up. Did I consider the bite of 87, though? I did not consider the bite of 87. That's a good point. I feel like more people don't acknowledge the fact that FNAF Cookbook debunked part of one of MatPat's timeline. Did it? I don't remember seeing much lore in the cookbook. At least much like usable lore. I'm Mr. FNAF Lore, ask me anything and I know the answer. Alright, Mr. FNAF Lore. Who built the Mimic in the game's timeline? William probably kept the MCI kids occupied and distracted in the safe room until he killed them at night. I don't know how long he'd keep them in there for, is the thing. Like, would he have kept them there all... It feels like a quick thing. Golden Freddy? True. Alright, there you go. Unpopular opinion, I like Security Breach, not to play because I haven't, but a story and everything. I mean, it's fun enough to play. I think that it feels sort of lazy to essentially take back what happened to Scrap Trap to make him look more like Springtrap. I can understand people didn't like the proportions. Oh, there's more to that. This is a theory I've thought about, but do you think it's possible for Security Breach and Sister Location to happen at the same time? Not at the same time. I think it's possible that they're happening in similar locations. It seems like maybe Sister Location Bunker is close to Security Breach. I don't think they happen at the same time. I don't think it's possible. Because Michael would have to be alive for it, and he dies in FNAF 6 as far as we're aware. Also, what the fuck is a Foxy Go Go Go? Do you not remember that one? It's the FNAF 2 minigame, where it's literally just Foxy running from the stage to meet kids, and then the third time they're dead. No worries, Joel. I mean, like, you might be able to argue it. You would have to argue that either Michael doesn't die in FNAF 6, or somebody else is going to either FNAF 6 or Sister Location. If Michael goes to both of them, then something is wrong. You know what I mean? Thought there's a name for that, Foxy. I thought it was just Foxy. Oh, it's Foxy, and then Go 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 appears underneath it, so people called it Foxy Go Go Go, so you didn't have to say, hey, what about that Foxy in FNAF 2? People would go, which one? What years does Security Breach happen? I mean, I feel pretty confident in other people's theories that it's, I think 2035 was the date people settled on, using like the magazines and calendars and stuff. I don't know if that's like a hard confirmation or anything, but it feels accurate. Because it would be somewhere in the future. And it would have to definitely be after 2023, which is like our, oh, okay, thanks game. Sometimes drifting just doesn't happen. It would have to happen after 2023, which is like almost definitely when FNAF 6 takes place. Because I do think it's very likely. And, you know, it takes time to build, and I'm sure Security Breach isn't happening the moment the Pizzaplex is opened or whatever. Let's have a better lap 2 than we did a lap 1, please. Lap 1 was atrocious.
Oh yeah. Coming at you full speed.
Need one Wumpa fruit, and then I can actually use my item. Yeah, the shield is great, but it goes away if you don't have 10 Wumpa fruit. It's on like a timer, and I would really love it to be permanent. But as I approach somebody else, maybe I just use it to keep Blue Flame. Or I lose Blue Flame and then fuck up the shortcut. Hello. I love throwing in front of people. I swear I'm good at this video game. I promise. I mean, yeah, I feel generally pretty good that Sister Location happens before FNAF 3. He's like, that feels pretty good of a timeline placement. You forgot FNAF 3 existed for a while. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, not that much happens in FNAF 3 for the timeline. Because, like, sure, Michael now knows William is still alive and stuff and, like, found him. And William knows Michael is still alive. But, like, all that realistically happens in FNAF 3 is Michael tries to kill William and then fails. And that's it. Like, realistically. Because, I mean, there's Follow Me and Happiest Day, which are incredibly important, but there's a high likelihood they don't even happen during FNAF 3. That's just when we learned about them. There we go. Very rough prehistoric playground.
Next time.
What about that chip from the helping minigame where you have to cut off his head? I think that's a great point that's... I don't know if it's related to the Mimic. Maybe it's the Mimic one program. I do think it's a great point by Fuhnaff that is the chip that contains whatever turned into Glitch Trap. I think that's a great piece of evidence. This is what I meant to clarify earlier. Okay, not skins, but more so voice lines. Springtrap copies Nightmare and Nightmare Fredbear's lines. You will not be spared. Let me put you back together. Foxy says, good thing for me, you are no ninja. Interesting. I don't know. I guess I would want stronger UCN tie-ins. Especially because you will not be spared and let me put you back together. Could be, like, they are references to UCN for sure. I could excuse those as just being cool lines, though, or Easter eggs. And then, as far as good thing you know ninja, I don't have as good of a way to argue that away. That is a pretty good reference. If it's the only one, then I'm like, maybe we need more. But, because if it's the only one, I could see there's always, like, it's a very classic pirates versus ninjas thing. But you're right. Like, that is, if there's other good evidence for UCN, that's good supporting evidence. Who's the hot witch? It's a skin for Tawna. So Tawna is Crash's, like, girlfriend. He rescues her in FNAF Crash 1. There's a lot of characters and skins in this game. 56 characters, each with like 10 skins. Goddamn, 42 cars with like 107 kinds of wheels and like 150 color combinations. There's just a lot of customization in this game. Genuinely, top 3 games of all time. I really, really love Crash Team Racing. Does Happiest Day imply the kids moved on generally at the same time? I would say yes, but also, the character encyclopedia seems to make it clear that Charlie does not move on from Happiest Day. So, one of the things about placing Happiest Day in the timeline is, like, if Charlie moves on, it has to be, like, near the end of the timeline, and it hasn't happened yet. But the character encyclopedia was like, but Charlie remains as she can sense William Afton is still alive. So, if Charlie doesn't move on during Happiest Day, it could technically happen anywhere in the timeline when the MCI kids are no longer necessary. Doesn't Happy Frog have a ninja line? Yes. Happy Frog does. AR is where the one you should not have killed gets half the ideas from. Wait, AR is where the one you should not have killed gets half their ideas from? Or are you saying half the ideas about the one you should not have killed come from AR? Because AR happens, like, after Ultimate Custom. Oh, okay. Are you saying... Hold on. I think you're making a joke. Are you saying that, like, the one you should not have killed sees FNAF AR, and they're like, damn, I should put this into Ultimate Custom Night? This is also one of my favorite tracks. This is just very fun to play at very high speed. As you can tell, as I'm almost dying. This is a fun one. If you e-brake mid-air, you can make sharper turns than you normally can. You can do shortcuts like that. Yeah, it's a joke. Okay. It took me a second. Are all the kids gone now? I think by the time of, like, the end of Security Breach and Ruin, if there are any spirit or, like, creatures left around, it's William Afton's Agony. I think that is the only thing Pre-Help wanted that is still around. I think that makes the most sense. However, there's good arguments that Cassidy is still around as well. And I do like those arguments. I kind of touch on them in today's video. There's also some pretty good arguments that Charlie is still around. But, like, the moment Cassie and Charlie are in, it's like, okay, well, is Michael here? Is Henry still here? Because I don't think Michael is Glamrock Freddy. I've seen that, and I think there's good arguments for it. I don't believe that, personally. And frankly, there's a chance WuhyyeahAgony isn't here either. I think maybe we're just shifting from Remnant to Agony, realistically. Because like if the Remnant burned away, there's still a lot of Agony at FNAF 6 that goes like unexplained as to why it's gone. So I could see if there is spiritual presence, and I will admit, the blob feels haunted in some way. It feels animalistic in a non-robotic way. And if that is true, I could see that just being the remainder of Agony at FNAF 6, made up of a bunch of people who hate William Afton. But I'm not sure. I think if there's any like straight up intelligible spirit shenanigans, it's William Afton's Agony at this point in the time.
Better luck next time.
That felt good. More of a Poppy theory here. What if the prototype isn't using our body for itself, but for Poppy? Why else trap her than killing her? Fair point. Could Glitch Trap be a piece of Mimic code with WuhyyeahAgony or a bit of his remnant? I think that makes the most sense. I think if Glitch Trap, I think Glitch Trap being the code of the Mimic being trained within Help Wanted, possibly being modified by WuhyyeahAgony, I think that does make a lot of sense. Something I noticed, I'm talking about it, I mention it in like a throwaway line in next week's video, but something I noticed that is kind of interesting. If you take the FNAF novels as 3 series, like The Silver Eyes, Fazbear Frights, Tales from the Pizza Plex, it kind of works out that, actually, let's do Assembly Line, that one's fun. It kind of works out that they each focus on a different kind of possession within FNAF. Where The Silver Eyes is focused on Remnant, Fazbear Frights is kind of focused on Agony in a way, especially with the epilogues. And then Tales from the Pizzaplex is kind of focused on AI, like AI gaining sentience. So it's kind of interesting that all 3 of them focus on a different kind of possession within FNAF. I think that's really interesting. Who's the blonde character? She's so cool. I missed it. You'll have to point out who you're talking about. Actually, I can probably scroll back the VOD real quick. I assume they're on a victory stand. That's also Tawna. So that's the same character I'm playing as, just with a different skin. There's so many skins in this game. On the subject of Agony, do you think Agony exists in different colors, similar to Bright Remnant in AR? With BT's purple being more corruptive, while the blob's red is more wrathful and animalistic. I don't know. I don't think it's that specific, to be honest. I think maybe it's possible. Wow, that went immediately.
See you at the finish
Usually you have
line.
some time to like think. But I don't actually know, because I don't even know if there's different colors of Remnant within the like non-AR games. I don't know. It seems really complicated. The more they try to explain Remnant, the less it makes sense. And it's weird because I would love some like clear-cut answers on like what Remnant is and how it works, and what Agony is and how that works. And we don't have any, and I would genuinely love some. But then every time they give us information on a Remnant or Agony, it's weird and contradictory. So it's like, maybe I don't want any more information on this fucking thing. Okay, we love missing. Man, me and the other human in this lobby are like neck and neck. Look at the mini-map. That's crazy.
Oh, really?
Oh, of course he had an item. Waiting for the perfect time, huh? Oh, so we both missed the shortcut. I have an excuse. You hit me with a miss. You just missed because of a skill issue. Sorry. Ah, I missed him.
Whoops.
The remnant paradox? Exactly. Kind of wanted that item, but I... Whew! That was close. Well, we know he doesn't have an item now. So we get nice, up close and personal. He now has an item. So we're in trouble. As long as it's not a missile, we should be generally okay. Missed the shortcut? Ah, what if though? Do not want to be right behind you right now. This dude is such a good, like, rival for me. We're like neck and neck. No, I hit his nitro. Oh, shit. I was so focused on trying to hit him. That was good. Good race. GG's.
Better luck next
Do we get a
time.
date for the new game? No. Just give us a lore book with factual information. That's so real. Maybe too straightforward for FNAF, but I would love a sort of journal-style book about Williams Remnant studies. That would honestly be great. Like a scientist's journal of him doing the Remnant experiments. That'd be so useful. And would be cool. Running into Nitro skill issue? True. It's stationary. It's my fault. It's not like it even was thrown at me. It was there. I knew it was there. It was there last lap. Oh, hiccup. The TV and Help Wanted 2 that has the tips on how to play have the chip that Baby tells us to remove the assist location. Oh, you mean the projector? Maybe. I don't know if it's that deep. But yeah, look at these goddamn characters. There are so many of them. But it was this one, right? Yeah, Motorsport Tana was the skin you were talking about. I like being witch. I also love my guy. My guy Ripperoo is pretty great. Just an insane man. But I've already got my cart all set up for this skin, so we'll stay with it. It wouldn't be straightforward about the... because it would be him learning. But it would just be more information about Remnant in a direct way, which would be nice. Think we'll see Mike in the next game? Probably not. Unless it's a prequel. Like, if it's... I'm so certain the next Steel Wool game is going to be Fall Fest. And if it is the original Fall Fest, we might see Michael Afton in it, which would be cool. I would love seeing, like, a good model for Michael Afton to go off of. But... I kind of go into in today's video, so I don't want to spoil it. But I have a feeling it will be Fall Fest, but it's going to be after Security Breach. I'll get into why in today's video. Also, let me know in the live chat today if the music is too loud. I tried to increase the music volume because I feel like my music is always way too quiet in videos, like you can barely hear it because I use these headphones. So I turned it up a little bit, but I'm worried it's too loud. So let me know if the music is too loud in today's video. Is Steel Wool not making the next game? Steel Wool's making the next... I mean, Steel Wool's still working with Scott and making, like, full-on FNAF games. Into the Pit, the like, immediate next FNAF game. This is a really fun track, by the way. You can get really goddamn fast in this, and it's very difficult at top speeds, which means it's fun. But yeah, Into the Pit is made by... is it... It's not Wildcat Studio, is it? Someone in chat knows, I'm sure. but it's a different developer who specializes in like pixel art games, and I'm so goddamn excited for the Into the Pit game. It looks so peak.
Oh yeah.
Full blue flame lab? I'm actually really happy that we did that lap 1. Really pleased with myself on that. Can we do it again is the question. Methinks maybe not, but we'll try. Because now I've put pressure on myself pointing out that I did it well. So now I'm like, oh, I gotta do it well again or else I'm a fraud. Fraud watch. Ready to clip me and take me down at the first chance. Fraud watch. Ran out of boost. Bomb. Womp womp. Also happy that my rival from the last race is actually significantly behind me. So focusing in right now. Should be talking about FNAF, but I got really focused all of a sudden. Shit! Oh, through. Absolutely through. Wildcat Studios. It is Wildcat Studios. Okay, cool. Every time I think of Wildcat Studios, my brain goes to Mad Catz, like the shitty controller brand from like the early 2000s. And then I think of High School Musical. I'm like, well, clearly it's my brain just putting High School Musical in my head. No, okay, so it is Wildcat Studios. Awesome.
Better luck next time.
Is today's video about the timeline? Kinda. It's more specifically about FNAF AR, and we'll go, and you'll see that when we go. But the timeline, it does have to do with the timeline, and I'll be using it for the timeline. It's just not focused on like, here's a broader timeline theory. You know what I mean? Tame Dog Studios, actually. Oh, you're so right. I know this is a FNAF lore video, but what's some interesting lore in Poppy playtime? I think there's a lot of it. Special the Liver. Special the Liver is in today's video. It's a fast track. You can go really fast in that track. I really enjoy that. That one of my favorite tracks in the game is that one. It's Mega Cat Studios. Okay, now I have to Google it because y'all are giving me mixed signals here. We can do like one more race and then we'll back out just to make sure I'm not like mid-race and have to end stream. Because we are getting close. Are these community streams helping the videos? It's hard to tell. I think they are. But not in a super significant way. But it's fun to do, so I don't mind. But it doesn't seem like it's a super significantly helping the videos. Bro just got here. Well, you should have been here an hour ago when we started. I don't know what to tell you. Why is it hard to find the developer's Twitter account? Mega Cat Studios. Okay, so chat was just wrong. It's Mega Cat Studios. This game is really, 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 really fun. You should play it even if you think you'll be bad at it because it's fun, and more people should play it because I want the servers to have more people online. I mean, you guys knew better than me. I had no idea. But yeah, it's Mega Cat. It does help because we're so stuck on chat, some of us always have to rewatch it later. True. How much does this game cost? I think it's like $40. It's not full price. So it's $30 or $40. Problem is, not on PC. It is Xbox, Xbox, It's Xbox, PS4, and Switch.
Coming at you full speed.
Almost an Xbox 360. Not that one. The one that comes after that. But yeah, this is Crash Team Racing Nitro Fuel. Really, really fun remake of one of the best early kart racers. Oh. A little short. Probably risky to actually go for that without a bigger boost. That's a really hard shortcut to make, and it's very strict. In like other tracks, a lot of the time, they'll let you ride on the curb a little bit. If you touch the curb in this one, it just disconnects you. Looks like our player 2 had some internet issues, and it froze him in place, which means we might have this one in the bag if I don't throw. Will we ever see an in-game version of William that isn't purple? I think if we get like an early Fall Fest, we might. To be fair, Into the Pit might give us that. For anyone who doesn't like know Into the Pit's lore, we're essentially having a agony-induced hallucination that makes us go back in time to the missing child incident. And we see like just not even Springtrap, but Spring Bonnie leading us into a back room to show it off. So there is a non-zero chance that we see William inside of that Spring Bonnie suit. Although, to be fair, this Spring Bonnie in that like book and game seems to be more of like an agony hallucination monster than actually like William Afton. Especially in the game, you see the teeth and everything. So it's probably not going to actually look like William Afton. But that'll be the most on-screen Spring Bonnie we've gotten in the entire games, which is nice to actually finally get that. Resume in chat. Yeah, you need to be like this fast to make the shortcut. What's up with Mario Kart? This is not Mario Kart. It's Crash Team Racing Nitro Fuel. Best way I can compare it to Mario Kart for people who like play kart racers but don't know what this is. Mario Kart is a really good party game. It's really accessible, and it has like a pretty low skill floor. Like anybody can pick up and play Mario Kart, but also like a moderately low skill ceiling. You can only get so good at Mario Kart. Whereas Crash Team Racing, it's a bit harder to play, so the skill floor is higher. It's not as accessible as Mario Kart. Also not a great party game. However, the skill ceiling is through the roof. You can get really goddamn good at this game, and it's really, really deep as a kart racer. Anyway. Yeah, it looks more like a creature than a Springlock suit. If we're getting it into the game, does that mean we're getting more FNAF games from the books? I hope so. There's some really good games that could be made out of some of the FNAF books. Think the remasters still have discounted bundles in the PSN store? Maybe. I'm just trying to back out. Is that a Spyro track? Yes, they had a Spyro collab. There's a Spyro track, and then also Spyro, Hunter, and Nasty Nork are playable in this game. All right, let's go back to the bakery. Hello, chat. Fazgoo go become canon to the games. Look, I know we all like making the Fazgoo joke. Genuinely, I think the Fazgoo story is one of the stronger ones. It's a really good story, to be honest. I don't know anything about Spider-Man comics, Arseny. I know nothing about it. I like Spider-Man. I think his villains are really fun. I love Rhino because he's just a big guy. Do you think retroactively Nightmare Chica's gray right eye and left eye and red left eye bears resemblance to Susie's dead dog with another green right eye and a red left eye? I think it's just cool designs overlapping, TBH. Into the Pit is a metaphor for the games going into the dark pit of despair that is the FNAF books. I wouldn't say that much. What's your favorite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle? Michelangelo, especially 2012. Because that was a really good iteration of TMNT, and that one is voiced by Greg Sipes, and I love that guy. Do we know that there even is a definitive FNAF timeline? I think there definitely is. a definitive FNAF timeline. I don't know if anyone's gotten it yet. Scott knows it. I think there is a definitive, like, Scott intended timeline. What do you think? The Donatello, 2 people in chat saying Donatello. You guys are just nerds. Like, it's fine. It's okay. What do you think the book the week before will add to the lore? I'm not sure. Hopefully it gives us more information on FNAF 1, because I do think, I don't know if it's been confirmed, but I do think it's incredibly likely the week before is about Phone Guy. I think that makes sense. You know what? Ineffable July, valid. I want something more about the story with VR Water Park. Just want to be able to see what it was telling. Hex optional. I've got wonderful news. Drowning, the VR Water Park story, plays a significant portion of the second half of today's theory. So I will be talking about it today. Funny you mentioned that story. Also, one of my favorite Tales from the Petesplex stories. I think it's really, really well written. 25 endings will be a lot to chew on, true. Here's the real shit. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I guarantee you, if the story's about Phone Guy from FNAF 1, and it's the week before we go there, I guarantee you, one of the, because it's a choose your own adventure book, one of the pathways that you choose is directly canon to the games, and Scott will just say, yes, one of the timelines in this book is canon, and leave it at that, and we'll never know which one is canon. Guaranteed. Because that sounds exactly like a Scott thing to do. What do you think of the idea that William influenced the office designs of FNAF 1 and 2 thanks to Sister Location Bunker? I mean, that's a decent idea, especially because he would have been involved in the building of them. Maybe not 2, but definitely, it's a good idea. Most of the pre-stream because again, the notif. No worries, you'll be here through the video. They better have the phone guy canonically have a phone for a head, and he's actually a robot too. You just want Day Shift at Freddy's to be canon, is what I'm hearing. To be fair, any ending where phone guy dies night 4 can be canon. True, but I guess it depends on like how you get to that night, you know? I wonder like if there's 25 endings, is it just Phone Guy's first week? Because, like, okay, so he dies, say there's a different ending for dying on each night. That's only 5 nights. That's 5 endings. 6 if he lives. So, like, what other endings are there? Is it just dying in different ways? I did stream Day Shift at Freddy's 1. I still have to play 2 and 3. Is this a new book or a new game? The week before is a choose your own adventure book that got announced that has 25 different endings. And the current thinking is that it's going to be Phone Guy from FNAF 1 because it's a week before FNAF 1. Arsony, it is a little weird, but I don't mind. It's fine. Watch what you want to watch. Okay, it's 12:59. We're going to swap over. I have this stream set to redirect to the video. So theoretically, I end this stream, the video pops up. If it doesn't, go to the channel, find it, it's the premiere. I'll be in the chat. After you are done watching the premiere, it will be like 40 minutes until the premiere of Dreams of an Insomniac. Be in that premiere, watch that fucking analog horror video. It's gonna be peak. I'm really excited for it. I will be watching the premiere as well. And then after that, at 3 p.m. EST, John FNAF is going to be signing the prints people bought to support the timeline video. So go there because I'm going to be watching that. It sounds like it'll be a super fun time. A lot of content today. Anyway, it's 1 o'clock. I'm ending stream. So go watch the video and then watch Dreams of an Insomniac and then watch FNAF. Okay, bye.